Hello everyone, hello everybody. This is 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8. And today I am going to do an Obsidian Sanctum run. To my understanding, people have been stupid around here, but I think I should be able to make it to the top. But yeah, the big thing about Obsidian Sanctum is that most people aren't total jerks here, because most people know what it's like running through this place. Yeah, it looks like someone's been running traps, but other than that, I should be able to get through this pretty much fine. So a big thing about this jumping puzzle is that it is in the world versus world stuff. But besides, But besides that, it is something you could actually do to mess with your friends actually in the middle of a jumping puzzle, not just like the people you're up against. Like, you have the ability to be a jerk, but ultimately it does not really reward too much. Like, personally, I would not. Unless they were a jerk first. In which case, they're in for so much disappointment. Like, if they think they can mess with me because they're up higher, I'll just rip them off that ledge. If they think they can try to kill me while I'm going through a place, like up high and stuff, I'll just push them off the ledge. So yeah, there's a number of ways you can really just mess with someone, and it just really doesn't pay. But yeah, for the most part, most of the jumps aren't that difficult, but you need to jump properly. Most of these jumps are not short jumps. So if you short jump a lot of these, you're not going to make most of them. Like, you want to move forward, then jump most of the way. Some of these are a bit delicate spots, like little tight spots of walkway. And if you move too far one way, you might just slide your butt off. Had a little refresher there from recording. But yeah, this is the regular way to take. Alternatively, Dragon Hunter can just make that jump from up there. So there's that. But otherwise, yeah, this isn't exactly the most difficult spot, but it is enough to drive someone nuts. Now, normally, you would take a torch. Me, I will not take a torch, because I prefer not to. It's actually more passive to not take a torch and use ground targeting like this. Now, when it comes to things like these in the wall, they're usually a form of arrow trap, so you have to dodge past them. Now, this jump ain't doable, but this one is. There's nothing for this platform to go to, so we want to stick to this one. And then we're gonna jump across here. If you have a torch, you can light this up, and it will be a benefit to you, because it'll light up a decent portion of the rest of the way through. But we're going to jump to this way, which was apparently to our south. Jump to these double leap platforms. Jump to this thing on the wall that's hardly notable. It's like a little tiny ledge. Then we're at this little slightly up higher doorway. If we fall down there, we do have to start back at the beginning of the dark room. We got a gap here, so we have to jump that. Then we're expected to jump back across here. And fortunately, if we magically mess that jump up after it, we're basically just below to where we just were. But we want to go up here. We want to, go around this mess to up here. And a big thing about this part is that there is a shortcut. Now, if you are a pretty decent player, you could probably make this dodge jump. Otherwise, you're gonna take some longer way there and dodge a few more traps. But dodge jumps literally make your life easier in jumping puzzles. And look at that, we're already at the end of the dark part. It's gonna be dark, and now it's a light again. To the chandelier room. Now, the big thing about the chandelier room is that first we hop down, you'll probably noticing these. Now, for the most part, you can ignore those, unless someone opens their cage. But yeah, you want to jump from these particular parts of the chandeliers, like to and from them. Want to jump from this part. And this is actually something we can jump on. Well, it might not really look like it, but we can. Then we want up into the business of this corner here. So we can jump to this chandelier. Then from here, we can jump to this. And up this little rocky, ledgy, whatever. So long as we don't screw up somehow. It just takes being a bit careful and keeping nice, steady, and slow. Then from about here, it's when the jumps feel slightly less delicate and a little more just pushing on ahead. After stopping about here, if we move any forward, we'll likely just push ourselves off this ledge and back down into there. So we just jump to here. More people going through. So yeah, these chains are the gate controls. They open up one of these gates at random, and anyone stuck down there will likely be put into combat by whatever's down there. In which case they won't be able to move very fast, and in fact they'll also jump not quite as far. So it's just ultimately a bit of a pain in that sense. What the hell? Yeah, like I said, people aren't normally a jerk here, but they have the possibility of being one. So after that, we are moving over here. We want to be about this point on this to move on any further of that jump. And much further isn't really much of a problem. But I'm kind of terrified with the fact that they just gave me a speed boost, and I'm not normally used to that. But You know what? Since they were a poor sport... Let's do spikes. A bit of that. If they were in any of that mess, karma just hit them. But yeah, these don't normally do anything, I don't think. I think there was a case scenario where they could be used as an actual trap, but I don't really recall seeing it. And I haven't really seen any chains for it neither. But yeah, this is the very end of the jumping puzzle. And we got ourselves a bunch of loot.
Your crawl impression is really coming along.
Not seeing that mesmer anywhere, so I think they're gone. Which is unfortunate because I kind of wanted to knock them off. Well, whatever. I guess that's a little whatever then. So yeah, we made it through that jumping puzzle. That was the Obsidian Sanctum from World vs. World. In my opinion, it isn't exactly the most difficult jumping puzzle in the universe as much as it's of a certain length and of a certain difficulty. Like, you need to be prepared for taking it on. Like, for the most part, you just need to bring yourself and know what you're getting yourself into and how to expect the jumps coming up on you. But other than that, it's not really that difficult. Like, most of the jumps are just full jumps. There isn't any short jumps of the sort. It's just, you could jump full, you will make it usually. So, that's mostly that. If you have any questions or want to see me do another jumping puzzle or something of a sorts, just to see ideally how it would be done, like, feel free to do so. To leave a suggestion or whatever down in the comments. Like, I'll check it. Like, I don't know specifically how fast I'll catch it, but I will check it. Believe that. Never mind, I just fell. I was just about to be a little smug and be all, I'm still on it. But no, I fell. Well, so much for that as a little outro spot. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8, and you have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.